We as Nigerians should and must vehemently resist any effort, any attempt by this current government to have any kind of negotiations with the Americans and the French and their friends to place any military base in Nigeria and in the Gulf of Guinea. If the Americans place their military base in northern Nigeria, that is the beginning of the end of Nigeria. We have seen the track record of these people. Look at what they are doing to Venezuela. Look at what they are doing to Palestine. Look at what they are doing in Latin America. Anything they turn has the reverse Midas effect. It turns to shit. We must continue to resist any attempt by the Americans to come to Nigeria to place their military base in northern Nigeria, in the border with Niger, to undermine the security of Nigeria, the security of Niger, and the security of Chad. The reason why these guys are insisting on remaining present in the Sahel is because they want to have access to the resources in the Lake Chad area. It has nothing to do with helping us with security. Come to think of it, we should be the one inviting you, not you trying to force our government to place your military base in our country. I have been saying this all along. So those of you that have been carried away by these primordial tensions between ethnic groups and religious groups in Nigeria, believing that America and the Israelis are the children of God and they are coming to sanitize and civilize us, there you go. These guys want to come to Nigeria to continue with the destruction of northern Nigeria like they have been doing, supplying weapons to rebel groups in northern Nigeria that have been mining gold from the country, that have been mining diamond from northern Nigeria, that have been stealing resources. This is a big game for them. They are not interested in the security of Nigeria. How come you are imposing your own will on the sovereign state? We didn't invite you here. You went to Niger, undermined their security, stole resources from them, they kicked you out, and now you are trying to pressure this government, this weak government in Abuja, so to come and place your military base in the Gulf of Guinea. Enough is enough. We must resist any attempt by the French, the Americans, the Italians, and all these European countries that are trying to put their military bases on our continent to take our resources. This is not about any genuine intention. This is a great game to them. It's about geopolitics. And once they come in, they are no longer living. You can't force them out. This is what they do. This is the right time to say no to America's presence in Nigeria and in the Gulf of Guinea. We must unite together and call them out. The ECOWAS sub-region must hold a meeting and say no to the placement of any American military base on the Gulf of Guinea. Even if they don't place the military base in Nigeria and they put it in Benin Republic, it's going to undermine our security. These guys are going to bring bandits into the region. They are going to infiltrate the region with terrorists and with mercenaries to help them to topple regimes and to steal resources from the continent of Africa and from the sub-region. Enough is enough. And I'm warning, this is a direct warning to the leadership in Nigeria. If you allow them to come in, it's easy to come in, but you can't kick them out. You see what is taking the Nigerians to kick them out? Niger is in a state of, the security of Niger is in peril right now. And the Americans are threatening to undermine this government in Niger. They are threatening to kick them out and to use mercenaries to kick them out. And this is why they want Nigeria as a forward operating base to use and undermine Nigerian security. Why should we be thrown into the mixer? Why should we be the one to sell out our own brothers in order to make the Americans happy? These guys don't give a shit about us. And why does this government in Nigeria think it is okay to be doing friends and parties with these guys? Are you out of your mind? Bola Tinubu, are you out of your mind? Why is this even up for discussion? This should be from day one, should be laid to rest and say, no, absolutely not. We are not going to allow you to place your military base on the sovereign territory of Nigeria or in the Gulf of Guinea, as a matter of fact. What the hell is going on? Enough is enough with all this nonsense. America, you are not welcome to place your military base in Nigeria. You are not welcome in the West African sub-region. Everywhere you go to, you create problems, you smuggle drugs, you create problems. Enough is enough.